Texas 16, Kentucky 13. That was an ugly one. Texas somehow comes away with that win. Some Mark Stoops magic. Kentucky with some bad play calling. Longhorn defense shows up at the end there, but this game was a disaster for Texas. And of course, Steve Sarkisian ends the press conference by saying Texas is 2-1 in the SEC playing. Yeah, you're technically right, Steve, but I don't know how you can look at this offense and have any sort of optimism going forward. I mean, just a completely different looking group than the one you saw dominate Oklahoma. You know, they weren't super explosive or getting downfield a ton, but they still won by 3 scores against Oklahoma. It was clearly a good team and clearly a good defense, as you saw this week against South Carolina. So what happened? I mean, Arch Manning just looked terrible out there. It's the worst he's looked since UTEP. Even the Florida loss, Manning was coming out and hitting explosives. He couldn't hit a pitch and catch to Ryan Wingo across the middle of the field for 15 yards. I mean, Texas, give it to Quintravion Wisener. It's incredibly windy around me. Give it to Quintravion Wisener for picking up that block on that 3rd down to end the game. It should end the game after DeAndre Moore gets that 1st down. Then DeAndre Moore goes and runs out of bounds, gives Kentucky a shot. Defense immediately gives them 30 yards, and suddenly we're going to overtime. They are so lucky that this game was against Kentucky and not 14 other teams in the SEC, because I promise you, all 14 teams, I don't care if it's Auburn with Hugh Freeze, I don't care if it's this terrible South Carolina team, every single other team at home wins this game. Kentucky, for some reason, is still running the ball down the middle against Texas. If there's one thing Texas can do, it's stop a goal line stand here, no matter where it is. Ryan Niblett, man, I'll give it to him. He is easily the player of the game. Mason Shipley, Texas won okay on defense and completely dominated special teams. If hidden yardage were to ever win a game, it was this one. Ryan Niblett had 88 yards punt returning on 2 plays. Texas's offense ended it with 150, at least at the end of the 4th quarter. Man, they had less because they lost 2 in overtime and still won. Mason Shipley, cold as nails, hits 2 huge field goals to win this game for Texas. I don't know where to go from here. I mean, it's a terrible win for Texas. If a win can ever be bad, it's like this. If a loss can ever be good, maybe it was that Ohio State loss, but you got to think that this is one of those that just tells you what's going to happen the rest of the year. They may go and beat Mississippi State, but after what Vanderbilt did today against LSU and Georgia, man, that offense, how is Texas going to win 9 games this season? I don't know. I was pretty positive after this Oklahoma game. You guys saw that one. Not so much after this one. Ryan Niblett, good game. Mason Shipley, good game. Texas's defense, being out there on nearly 90 plays, had a pretty good game, only 3 yards per carry allowed, but this offense is bottom 3 in the SEC, and that's pretty crazy to say about a Steve Sarkisian team. Go follow us over on Inside Texas. We got articles coming out about this game and much more. Thank y'all for watching. See you next time.